everybody, welcome back to Fauci's Cinema, and today doing another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Judgment. This time we're doing it a little bit of St. Patrick's Day style with 1993's The Leprechaun. What are my thoughts on this? Let's dive in right now. Like I said, we're jumping into The Good, The Bad, and The Judgment for The Leprechaun, ladies and gentlemen. You know, a holiday favorite for everybody. A holiday favorite. One of the best holiday movies ever made. I'm just kidding, it's not. But it has a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes, which makes this movie rotten from the critics, 33% from the audience. What are my thoughts on it? We're going to dive in here a little bit today. This movie stars Jennifer Aniston, Warwick Davis, and Mark Holton. You may remember him as Ozzy from Teen Wolf, one of my favorite Michael J. Fox movies from the 80s, one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time. It's good shit. This was the first film produced in-house from Trimark that went to theaters with under $1 million budget, and believe me, it shows under that $1 million budget. This thing grossed $8.5 million, so I guess you could say that it made a profit. Am I a big fan of this movie? Hell no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. My typical it's fine. But I can see why it maybe spawned a franchise, bringing back a little bit of a profit. They obviously went lower budget the rest of the way they went, so a little bit cheaper, especially going to direct-to-video, direct-to-VHS, saved them a lot of money in the long run. But you know how we do these things on the channel. We're going to start off with The Good, ladies and gentlemen. And The Good, first thing, Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun. His charm, his comedic timing, his little mannerisms he does. They tried to replace him in other movies like Leprechaun Origins, even though that went an entirely different route. Never seen it, just heard how bad it is. Leprechaun Returns. Warwick Davis is the Leprechaun. It's going to be hard to replace him if they ever make a remake or something, but, you know, he is the Leprechaun. You don't think of this franchise without him. Everything about this movie is made as good as it can be because of Warwick Davis. Another good thing, I guess it's slightly good, the characters in this movie. You got the paint crew, Jennifer Aniston's character, her dad, Dan O'Grady in the beginning of the movie. They're not the best, but that's definitely something good about this movie, for this movie in particular. Jennifer Aniston, is she at her best in this movie? No, not whatsoever. Man, I can't talk today. I suck. Thank you, Leprechaun, for doing this to me. Why? Yeah, but they're good for what they are. The heart that they have between Ozzy and the little boy. You know, he's obviously a little slower in the head than most, so the little boy they'll get the money, get the gold to get it fixed. So that is definitely a decent enough aspect of this movie. And then the slapstickety, knows what it is comedy that this movie has. It knows what it is. It's not trying to take itself too seriously and go really mean monster version of the Leprechaun. No, this is the fun, playful side of the Leprechaun mixed with the killing. You know, he likes to play with his food a little bit, have a little fun. The bad shop owner, bad shop owner. Even though he really said, that's your boner, that's your boner. Yeah. Then he cleans his shoes off because he really hates dirty shoes. Leprechauns hate dirty shoes, damn it. But there really wasn't that much good to talk about in this movie, unfortunately. This brings me to the bad. The special effects in this movie I thought were not very good. With that lower budget, I've seen other films with lower budgets do better. This movie, I thought the blood and the gore effects were pretty weak, in my opinion. I thought they could have been upped a little bit. The kills were weak. Nothing to write home about at all. It just didn't come together for me. It looked like an early 90s horror movie. An early 90s low-budget horror movie, and that's what we got in Leprechaun. And I know there's a little bit of charm to it for some, but to me, it just wasn't there, unfortunately, this time around. Honestly, also, I think it's not crazy rewatchable. I don't think the rewatchability factor is there for this movie. This isn't even a movie I watch every St. Patrick's Day. It just doesn't do that. I don't have to seek it out to watch it once a year. Maybe once every couple years. The rest of the franchise, honestly, I'd rather watch part 3 when they go to Las Vegas than watch this original movie. It has a lot more fun, a lot more cool kills, a lot more quirky, fun stuff going on, in my opinion. But some of you might seek this out once a year. You have to watch it every St. Patrick's Day or St. Patrick's Day weekend. I am not one of them. I only did it because I wanted to do the little short review for you guys for the holiday weekend. And then another thing, I think it's kind of a boring concept. A leprechaun I don't know where I'm looking this whole video, so if you guys see me looking the wrong way, it's because I'm looking at my other camera above this camera. So please don't think I'm special, okay? Please. You won't tune in to watch me anymore, which nobody does anyway. But, you know, steal the Leprechaun's gold. He comes after you to kill you. If you don't steal the gold, he won't give a shit about you. It's kind of boring, really. Kind of boring, kind of stereotypical Leprechaun shit. I don't know where else they could have went with it. I gotta go hit the, you know, I can't think of the word. The tropes when it comes to leprechauns and the magic and the rainbows and the gold, they hit them all. And I guess you have to put these in there at some point, but I just would like it done something different because it was just kind of stereotypical leprechaun stuff that just didn't work for me, and I thought it was really boring. Brings me to the knock knock, who's there? The Judgment, ladies and gentlemen. What did I give this movie out of 5 stars? I gave Leprechaun from 1993 a 2.5 out of 5 stars. It definitely fits directly into that it's fine category. Nothing knocking it out of the ballpark or anything. Get a couple good chuckles, maybe one good kill or so. It's just not a movie I'm going to seek out to watch every year. Like I said, it's just not worth it to me. It's like the low-hanging fruit of horror. You just pick it, get a couple kills, killer, leprechaun. I don't know. That's just what I hear people talk about low-hanging fruit movies all the time, like comedies and stuff. And this to me just seems like a low-hanging fruit. They saw a holiday, saw a leprechaun, boom, let's make a little horror movie, see how it goes. Just doesn't work for me. But I would like a remake, a very serious remake, a great Leprechaun, maybe a little bit of comedy sprinkled throughout, but not all the time. Kind of early Freddy Krueger style. You know, not when he got to the MTV version of Freddy Krueger, but the early version, the scary version. Give us some of that. Maybe part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Couple little funny, slightly funny quips, but very dark, scary. Do something different with the gold. I don't know, gotta do something, but I think a remake would benefit the Leprechaun franchise. And I need to know your thoughts on Leprechaun. Let me know down below in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel for all this horror mediocrity with this very ghetto-fied version of a video I just did. Because I already recorded it once. My microphone died. There was no volume. That's what happened. Kids were being loud. Ruined everything. So please like the video. It would really mean a lot. Subscribe, more horror content. I'm going to be starting the Good, the Bad, the Judgment redo review series, Friday the 13th style, coming this summer. Gonna do it live once a week for 12 weeks. 13th week will be a ranking of the franchise. There will hopefully be a guest on for each and every episode to hang out with me and go over all the topics about that particular movie. I did the Friday the 13th franchise reviews way back when I started the channel about 5 years ago. They were not very good. Dark lit room, no lights, couldn't even see me. I don't know why, the way I was talking the way I was when I did the videos. The personality wasn't there, but it's here now, boy, and it's here to stay in the Fudge Dome Cave, motherfuckers. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm getting a phone call as I'm doing this. This is bullshit. I'm tired of it. People, it's all my fans calling me. It's the fans. But let me know. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. This week coming up, we got Horror Movies and Chill with Brett from Good Girl Hunting. That's going to be exciting. So please, enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink too much. Stay safe. And all of you beautiful people, have yourselves a scary day, everybody.